What it is, people? How you doing? During the COVID pandemic of 2020, 2021, and 2022, after weathering time and space of staying at home being self-quarantine, two free-spirited, liberal-minded souls, Hawkeye and Jeannie, are first-generation flower children and aging baby boomers, who are still having fun. Come and ride along with Hawkeye and Jeannie on their excursion to all kinds of places of interest and to determine what is really going on during the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is what Hawkeye's Tales and Trails is all about. Episode 117 is about Hawkeye and Jeannie's visit to Chiriaco Summit. I am Califia, the hostess of Hawkeye's Tales and Trails. Chiriaco Summit is a small unincorporated community and travel stop located along Interstate 10 in the Colorado Desert of Southern California. It lies 19 miles west of Desert Center on the divide between the Chuckwalla Valley and the Salton Sea Basin at an elevation of 1,706 feet. Desert Center was featured in episode 113 of Hawkeye's Tales and Trails. The town has a general aviation airport, Chiriaco Summit Airport. A California Department of Transportation rest stop on Interstate 10, west of Chiriaco Summit, is called Cactus City, an ironic name referring to a non-existent city. Also, there are not any cactus in the immediate area. Does that blow your mind? Lifeline Transit service is provided by Palo Verde Valley Transit Agency towards both Indio and Blythe. Originally known as Shaver Summit, Chiriaco Summit is the high point of Box Canyon Road, a gravel road that paralleled the Bradshaw Trail from the Coachella Valley to Blythe. The land was purchased by Joe Chiriaco, an entrepreneur from Alabama. After traveling west to attend a college football game in the Rose Bowl in 1925, he decided to stay and found employment with the Los Angeles Bureau of Water and Power, now Los Angeles Department of Water and Power or LADWP. He heard of plans to pave Box Canyon Road, so he purchased Shaver Summit and broke ground on a service station and general store. The hearsay proved true, and on August 15, 1933, the same day that cars began traveling over the brand new US Route 60, Shaver Summit was open for business. Even more bustles came to the area when construction began on the Colorado River Aqueduct in the mid-1930s. This project of epic scale, which brought water to Riverside from Lake Havasu, tunneled through the mountains north of town. Joe worked on the project as a surveyor. Around this time, he met his wife, Ruth, a nurse from the Coachella Valley. In 1958, a post office was established, and the town was renamed Chiriaco Summit. The construction of Interstate 10 in the 1960s, replacing US Route 60 and bypassing Box Canyon Road, meant that the summit was no longer the only high point on the route, but the name stuck and remains to this day. A new post office supply depot opened in the 2000s and the zip code 92201 and went to represent Chiriaco Summit. The Chiriacos both died in 1996. A Golden Palm Star on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars was dedicated to them in 2015. The businesses at Chiriaco Summit, which include a gas station, store, motel, and airport, are now tended to by their son, Robert, and daughter, Margaret. Chiriaco Summit Airport, FAA ID is L77, has a 4,600-foot runway. Hawkeye has logged 3 landings at Chiriaco Summit Airport. In 1999, electricity from the electrical grid finally reached Chiriaco Summit, freeing the town from its dependence on diesel generators. Until that time, there was only one telephone available that required you to turn a crank to acquire a telephone operator to place a call.
Oh, thank you. Can I photograph your store?
Sure.
It's okay if I photograph you?
I'll turn around.
Okay, no problem. Wow, this is a big store. You got some nice stuff.
In 1942, Joe had an unlikely visitor, General George S. Patton. Patton had the daunting task of training 1 million men to endure the harsh conditions of the Sahara in northern Africa, and he had found the right place: 18,000 square miles of Mojave and Colorado Desert, the entire southeast corner of California and part of Arizona. The area would be known as the California-Arizona Maneuver Area. Patton chose a site a mile east of Shaver Summit to establish the headquarters of his operation, Camp Young. During the time the base was active, Joe was visited by countless soldiers who were drawn like bees to blossoms to his well-stocked general store. Operations were conducted until 1944, when the Allies declared victory in the Sahara.
I'm an old folk, yeah.
Alright, so your total would only be $13 instead of $15.
Yahoo!
So the receipt just acts as your ticket. It just lets you go in and out of the museum. Other than that, it will start you off at Patton's Courts, and if you want to head to the outside area, left-hand side, straight down the hall.
Okay. Is it okay if I photograph you?
Yes.
And the museum?
Yeah, you're fine.
Or should I start here and go that way?
Yeah, so it starts right here, and then it does like a loop, and then from there, if you follow Patton's quotes, it takes you all the way through World War I, World War II, and Patton's life. And then it'll throw you to that room over there with more artifacts. The Vietnam, Korean War, Desert Storm, and then Nazi artifacts and World War II artifacts.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Enjoy.
George Smith Patton Jr., November 11, 1885 to December 21, 1945, was a general in the United States Army who commanded the 7th United States Army in the Mediterranean theater of World War II, and the 3rd United States Army in France and Germany after the Allied invasion of Normandy in June 1944. In 1945, after Patton died in a freak automobile accident in Germany, the Chiriacos established a memorial to him at the summit. In 1989, the Bureau of Land Management and Patton's estate expanded the Chiriaco Memorial and opened a museum on the site of Camp Young to honor Patton and interpret the history of the Desert Training Center. The centerpiece of the museum is the Big Map, a 5-ton jigsaw relief map created by LADWP depicting the area traversed by the Colorado River Aqueduct. The map, later used by Patton's staff, also illustrates the locations of the 11 training camps that comprised Patton's mammoth operation. Located at the museum is a statue of Patton, which can be seen from Interstate 10. Please note that all information is deemed to be reliable. In Google and Wikipedia, we trust. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We hope that they are somewhat interesting. Our goal is to show people, places and events that you may not normally get to see, hear, and how the COVID-19 pandemic may have affected them. Please click the like or the thumbs up icon. Please share our video with others. Click on the black cat icon at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen to subscribe and be notified when future episodes are available. We need 1,000 subscribers. The videos are unscripted documentaries of Hawkeye and Jeannie's travels. It is our recommendation that if you are new to Hawkeye's Tales and Trails, start with episode 1. We would like to mention that as of this time, Stray Cat LLC, Stray Cat Productions or Hawkeye, Jeannie or myself have not received any compensation or consideration from this entity or any other business that we have showcased on any of our episodes. Far out. Episode 118 will be about a visit to Humphreys in San Diego. Episode 120 of Hawkeye's Tales and Trials will be about me. I am hard-charging women warrior queen, Califia. Butterflies and blue skies forever. Thank you.
Hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way.
What do you think of that?